Welcome back to another great live stream of the Hockey Nation live show with the hockey coach guru. Coach Frenchy back in the house for another time. It's about 8 o'clock Eastern time in the South Florida, North Miami Beach. Hopefully you have an amazing, great Friday. And you are ready for your weekend happy hour from maybe some of you on the Central on the West Coast. Maybe your happy hour just start. Her happy hour is over, so I don't know. Rock Tim went to somewhere for the happy hours, but look, tonight is all about your Montreal Canadiens Bleu Blanc Rouge. I know some of you are other team and all that, but tonight I want to go back to all year long for what Montreal Canadiens did. So it's called a report card. So I did each players with their stat of the year, their stat of the season, and we're going to interact with you. Because we have 25 people to evaluate, about 2 minutes each, that gives us 50 minutes right away. So it's going to be quick. The key to do this is every time I make a player, for example, I put Philip Denno, and I gave you a couple information about that. Just tell me if you agree or disagree with my report card. If I said it's a B, say no, I think Denno should be a C or A. Just put this on the chat. That's how we're going to work tonight. I did this all year long, every quarter of the season for them, but only video. This is the first time I do live stream like that. I know maybe you're not interested in Montreal Canadiens, but I believe like part of that channel is a one team we follow more than like anybody else. So I said, you know what? Maybe on Friday night, not many people will show up. So why not talk about the Montreal? If only me and together Tim, it's all good. He's going to listen to me for 60 minutes. Just kidding. But that's going to do tonight. That's the only project we have. Of course, the all news around the league at the beginning of the next couple of minutes. And then we'll go jumping on the report card Montreal Canadiens. And then at the end, we're going to ask you a couple of questions about what you think about the weekend and what you think about what's coming. And then finally, we're going to go to the quiz called Frenchy at the end of the show. Great 5 questions tonight. You need a little bit more to know a little bit more hockey, but it's all about choice, so I don't want to give you at least, have it between the choice. You have maybe a chance to it. But we do at the beginning of the show. Of course, we have to welcome our best friend. He is aboard. Flipper is aboard. That's maybe the first time I welcome Flipper before everybody else. So welcome, Mr. Flipper. Hopefully he's ready for the weekend. He's ready for the big show tonight. And let's start right away because we have a couple of people already in the chat tonight. Welcome, directly from Nevada. Biggest Mr. Bergie. That is the new nickname now. Directly from South Florida, between Fort Lauderdale, Davie, Parkland, or Coral Spring, or maybe Hollywood, or maybe Boca Raton. Why not to Boynton Beach, or Darrell Beach, or Deerfield? I don't know, but I know he's somewhere between the 441 and the I-95. Mr. Gators, Rock Tim T. Directly from Elizabeth, New Jersey. He changed his logo. Now he's on the Facebook. That's what's happening. Usually he's on the YouTube. Right now he's back with his Facebook to YouTube channel from New Jersey, Mr. Joseph Ferreira. Directly from Sweden, #1 fans of the Hockey Nation show inside of Mojo, or I don't know. That's the only thing I know about Sweden. Welcome back. The #1 owner of the Sport Restaurant Bar in Sweden, Mr. Stefan Manberg. The #1 Tampa Bay Lightning fans. One of them, because we have a few, and we just want to thank you guys for the Tampa Bay Lightning to stay with us after you show up here. And he's a back-to-back. Congratulations for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Of course, he is here now. Follow us more and more, Mr. Egor Frank. Directly from Connecticut, one of the best supporters in the beginning of the show, like a couple of months ago, Mr. NHL Hockey News Report. Oh, from New Brunswick. I think he's in Moncton, Mr. Johnny Golden. Hey, directly from Boston, back from Montreal Canadiens a couple of weeks over there, and now he's back with us. Again, he's in Boston area. Welcome back, Mr. Brad Marchandson. I knew maybe he's going to be Colorado next season. We'll see what happens with him. He's going to give us all his information, what's going on. So let's go around right away. A couple of news around the league. If I forgot a couple of news, please let me know. I can wait for the 2021 NHL Draft. Me too. I can do that. That'd be awesome. We can do that, of course. Yes, Moncton. I was right about that. Monsieur, directly from Sherbrooke, dans la belle province de Québec, dans le sud. Directly from South Province of Quebec, Mr. Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Every year I do this at the end of the season. I restart everything. So what you do, Coach? I just want to remind you, the first thing, every night we're going to come here for the new show. It's called the Power Play Show with Coach Frenchy. I just want to remember you, it's now only 95 days before the season start, 2021 and 2022. So 95 days we are, of course, today we celebrate Matt Duchene and, of course, Burakovsky for the Colorado Avalanche. Every day I'm coming with a new number. Tomorrow 94, Sunday 93, and I select players where that number is a tradition I do for the last 6-7 years. So that's what I do about that. I know that Tampa Bay have no puck, and then ça va annoncer le calendrier de la prochaine saison. C'est quand annoncé. After the next couple of weeks, for sure, you're going to go that one over there, Nicolas. About that one over there. They are right now on testing to see if everything works. First time we do this is like we have another bad news. Another person passed away, ex-NHL player, Brand Watson. Maybe if you're young, you never see him play, but he was a great hockey player. He was a tough hockey player, to be honest with you. He played 16 years in the NHL with 47 points, but 890 penalty minutes and 302 games with the Red Wings from 65 to 77. All the best sympathy to go out to his friend and family. He played about, I think, like 7 teams, I believe. So big loss and another one for the community hockey. So, Brian Watson, R.I.P. The next news we're talking about, the New Jersey Devils, directly from for Joseph. And of course, Joseph Lanham is back in the house. Sorry about that. Joseph, I miss you. Jonas Heller signed a new contract, a 2 year contract extension at $1.25,000 per year. Of course, also you have a two-way, I believe. The Switzerland from Zurich, he was a 57 overall pick in 2015 by the Washington Capitals. If you follow hockey, he was traded at the deadline, if you remember, about 1 way. Directly from Westmount, Mr. Canadian Giant. He's back also. Welcome back, Mr. Alexis Dubuc. Welcome aboard, both of you. Thank you to be here, of course. And we're going to go that part very quickly. And I'm going to make the next one here. And I'm talking about, the New York Rangers signed today a term of 1 year contract with a restricted free agent, Brett Alden. He was drafted 27 overall pick in 2016 by the Lightnings. Never been a player with expectation. He was only 1 goal last season with 7 points and 42 game with the Rangers. So, So that's why I think it was a part of the trade with Ryan McDonough, if I can recall it. But I could be wrong, honestly. But I think that was be about that one. I was happy to join us. Yeah, I agree with you about that. What does the Canadiens draft at a pick, or did they trade it? No, they still have their number 30 Eagle right there, the bottom of the bottom. I hope they will sign Bourgault for the from the Shawinigan Cataract. I think Bourgault is a good one, or logo. That would be great to see that. I think we draft Chibrekov or Kosa. Casa, I don't see he would be there at 30. And the Montreal is not looking for the goaltender at that moment. And finally, talking about tonight about the Montreal Canadiens. That's what the show is all about. The Montreal Canadiens announced today, but not them, but the Anaheim Ducks announced the big news. They hire the ex-coach of the Laval Rockets, Joel Bouchard, decide to quit the Montreal Canadiens and not renewing his contract with the team and decide to leave the team to go with Anaheim Ducks organization. He become the head coach of the San Diego Gulls and American Hockey League. Joel Bouchard, great resume as a hockey coach. Was 3 years with the Laval Rockets, and also prior to that, he was the head coach and the owners of the Armada Blainville and the QM. We wish him the congratulations. We heard all day long. I've watched each player, each staff coach, Dominic Charm and Marc Bergeron all day long. I watched all the press conference. It was the last day of the player before they leave back home. Nothing wrong with Joel Bouchard with the Montreal Canadiens. Marc Bergeron wait, and he have a proposal for him, a contract for become an assistant coach with the Montreal Canadiens, or become an assistant, or keep his job as a head coach for Laval Rocket. And unfortunately, he decided to leave and return that. So, nothing said Marc Bergeron did wrong there. Nothing, again, Joel Bouchard to not stay there. I think he have other things. I think it's quality life. I'm sure he have a little bit more money, and I think he was really impressed for what he said. He was impressed by the speech or the interest of the Anaheim Ducks to get him, and that's the reason he went there. For him, I'd become a head coach in NHL. I don't give a long term for Dallas Eagles over there with the Anaheim Ducks. So I predict maybe in the next 2-3 years, maybe two, Joel Bouchard could become the head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. So big busy weeks for Anaheim Ducks. They signed Nasser Brown assistant coach and George Ward assistant coach. We talked about this yesterday during the show, so I just want to mention that about that one over there. The Peas, the Pests, they did a good job showing about Bobby All. Johnny, absolutely right about the one over there. Not many see him. I remember him for him. Andrew Armless with James Downing on that team. Who is going to have to be a coach of the Rocket? I don't know yet. Couple of names was on. It's funny, today I was thinking about Patrick Roy. I'm not sure Patrick Roy wants to go back on the American Hockey League, but Louis Robitaille could be another great pick over there. Robitaille or Benoit Groux, that's another one. We have to look about that. Mario Duhamel is another one. For sure, it would be a French Canadian. Can Philippe Boucher jump over there? I don't see yet. Eric Boulanger just got a job with the 12-year Lions as the East Coast Hockey League to get a job over there yet. But it would be really interesting. I expect a French Canadian for sure to be at Laval. That will be something about that. Bouchard, no Ducharme is not going anywhere soon, and I might have opening hours this set and all the goals. I wish this name would give Anaheim Ducks name. In my opinion, is Boudreau. No, Bruce Boudreau not going nowhere. He's never going to go back in American Hockey League, honestly. And Boudreau with Montreal does not work, so I don't see him over there with a Rocket, to be honest with you. Talking about this, so what you want to bring this? Because it's the next couple of days, 48 hours, 72 hours, 96-hour max. Dominic Strom's is going to become the new head coach, the Montreal Canadiens. He's going to be removed his tag of interim the next couple of days. It's just a time for that. Don't worry about that. It's just a question of time right now. Don't be surprised. It's Monday. They have a press conference Tuesday next week to announce that Dominic Strome become the head coach on the Montreal Canadiens. It's just a fact about that one there. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much, Bergie, to send that to me. That'd be great. What does the draft both Kraken and NHL? The NHL draft is July 23rd and July 24th. And also the expansion draft is July 21st for the Seattle Kraken. Here we go. You can get serious. Coach have everything, buddy. Coach have all the things to give you the best countenance you can get and anywhere. Just kidding. But I give you the best about that. That's the selection of each team. So if your team is not on the board because Toronto, Islanders, Pittsburgh have no picks because they trade this at the deadline, That's what happened. Montreal is number 30. And you can see the list right there. But tonight is about the Montreal Canadiens and how this works, Coach. But so I think I did pretty good. What are you talking, Coach? I did pretty long report card for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. I don't know how many people we have. It's not about other. I know it's Friday night. Not many people will be here anyway. But that's what it is. Most of the time, click on the likes. Make something fun. Great about that. That'd be great. So that's happened. Of course, we have to start with that one over there. Brendan Gallagher, the Guerrier, the Warrior, the logo on his heart. And unfortunately, during the game number 5, he got someone stole everything inside his house in Vancouver and British Columbia during the same time he was playing. So we wish the best for him. That's not a good a good night for him. Lost the finals, right? Eliminate, and then he heard a phone call. Someone robbery his house over there. So we wish the best for him. So that'd be something we have to get there. But tomorrow, are you going to a show at 11 o'clock? No, we don't have a show this weekend. No show. It was the weekend. It was only for special weekend. We have no show at that moment. We'll be back Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So tomorrow is going to have a couple of videos around there. New Jersey is going to be scary in the future. They are loaded with top talent. Yeah, one of the teams is going to be loaded. So let's start this. Let's try how this works and see if you like it. Don't forget to click on some comments. So how I did that is this part. Montreal Canadiens, that's their first part of the season at 13-7-8. It was like at the halfway of the season. That's give you an idea how they was their selection at 7 points. So during the half season, guys, there was one of the best team in the NHL. It's during after the season they struggled the most because the situation about the COVID. And that's what happening for them part of there. I just want to show to you what they were at the half of the season. So I don't want to give you more information about that one over there. But let's start with that one over there. This is the end of the season, 24-21, 11, 59 point, 18 in NHL. They have also a .527 percentage. You finished 4th in the Division North. The goals for, there was 17 NHL. The goals, again, it was 12. The power play 19.2, it was 18, and the PK was 22nd in NHL. The shot for and NHL there was a 7. That's pretty good. The shot against there was also about 6 in NHL. So I gave them a great one in general for their season. For the team, I think they have a really, really good and a C- because they finished a very bad second half of the season. Let's start with the seasons, the playoff. They are 13-9. They lost in final Stanley Cup. They have goals for 51 for the 2.32, 12 in the 16th team. The goals, again, they are 4, and that was pretty good in the playoff, to be honest with you. The power play 8 in NHL at 18.9 percentage. And then we have first on PK, 91.8, guys. This is pretty amazing to see them. Maybe one of the best, like in the history NHL, to be honest with you, as a PK. And the shot for was 13, and the shot again was 5th. And the grades for the playoff, guys, I gave them great grades of. Hey, congratulations for the Montreal Canadiens for about that one there. You are lucky your family and are back and going for the next battle for the kicks up. Steve Riley, welcome back aboard and Story NHL. Thank you so much. Drew Eyes, can I get a charge for a PK? Yes, we can have one right there. I believe it's right there. Here we go. Charge. Here we go. Tyler Toffoli in 52 games this season have an A+ with 44 points. During the playoff, we gave him, 22 games. He has 14 points during the playoff, and he got an A. I think it was pretty solid with an injury. Tyler have a great first 3 round. He struggles during the 4 round. So the key here, like guys, now is you can put, if you gave a Tyler Toffoli, you can say, me, I want to give him a -A or a B or a C. You can put this on the chat. That would follow up. But I cannot go all the way with the chat and you guys back and forth. But if you can to interact by yourself and put the letter there, that'd be great. And I can back and forth, that'd be good. But I want to go faster because we have a lot of players to go and everything like that. And I want to have a good conversation with you. So I maybe not try to ignore you or not answer right away your question, but stay with me about that one over there. And we go from there. You're going to learn about each player, their season, and their player for sure. To finish with injury, deserve an A. I agree with you about that one. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm going to jump on that when I have the time to give you all the stuff like that. So the next player is Nick Suzuki. During the season, he played 56 games. He has 15 goals, 26 assists, 41 points. We gave him an A- because his little bit coverage. During the playoff and 22 games, he has 16 points, 7 goals, 9 assists. We gave him an A. I think he deserved it. I think he was one of the best players during the playoff. Only 21 years old. We have to be excited about this player. While he's going to be a little bit work on the defensive side, coverage and back checking a little bit better, your Nick Suzuki is going to be amazing about that one over there. Can we talk about the Montreal draft after? We'll see about that one, Alexis, if we can do that. I think it's coming to the next couple of shows for sure, talking about that. The third player, Jeff Petry, and they are not by letters. I just go left and right. 55 games during the season, 42 points. You have an amazing, great start of the year. And during the playoff, Jeff, you have only 6 points. Was a little bit not great. Of course, he played with an injury, everything like that. But because he's really more oriented as an offensive player, I understand he played with 2 fingers, everything like that. I have to go with B at that moment because I think the transition was not there. He played with the best he can overall. But I think for me, the letters for Jeff Petry, his report card is going to be B for the playoff. But great A, an amazing, great season for Jeff Petry. The first half of the season, he was maybe one of the top 5 defensemen in NHL. So a great Nick deserves an A. Sorry, coach, let's go on others. But if you like the top Nick and under I've got back next season, going to be awesome. I agree with you, Nick, about that one over there. Great comments. The next one, Philip Denno. Season in 53 games, he had 24 points. I gave him only a 6+ because his proximity was not great. But during the playoff, guys, he has 22 games, only 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Maybe the best shutdown center of the year for sure. I gave him A because that's maybe part of the role. He wants to shut down the big guy, Marner, Matthews, and then we go with Sheffley and Corner and Stastny and Dubois, and then after that he want to shut down Patriotty line with Carlson, or not Carlson, but with Stephenson or Mark Stone, and then during the playoff, he shut down really Brendan Point at some point. Point didn't score for the last 4 games. So congratulations for Philip Denno. I believe A will be awesome for him. How many face-off he won? Great comment about that one over there. I'm sure here's what Philip is good. On the defensive side, on the left side, he's one of the best on the face-off, to be honest with you. He won most of those stuff like that. The next player is Cole Caulfield. I gave him only the playoff. At the playoff, he played 20 games. He had 12 points, 4 games, 4 goals, 8 assists. Congratulations, Cole Caulfield. He has only 4 or 5 games during the season, so I did not give him any stat. Great A for him. Impressive for what he gave, guys. 12 points at 20 games. A rookie, came from nowhere, from Wisconsin, but he had no experience. Play like this. Listen, he's going to be one of the best stars for the Montreal Canadiens for years. You should be excited about this. I think he deserves an A on my book about that one over there. That would be something. A is a Jet. He's got burned. I agree with you, Drew, about that one there. So, Cole Caulfield, guys, deserve a big A, to be honest with you. The next one, Brendan Gallagher. Season, he played only 35 games, 23 points, 14 goals. I gave him a great A. Unfortunately, he hurt with his broken hands. During the playoff and 22 games, only 6 points, 2 goals, 4 assists. He played another role inside that team. You can talk about injury, everything like that. I think he did not play the level, he did not score like he's supposed to score, and for any reason. But then for me, Gallagher play a little bit lower. Whatever is a Guerrier, can he get an A minus? Pretty sure. But because he's really based on proximity of offensive, for me, that's the reason he got a B. Not because he stopped other players. His job is not this. Denno that's his job. But for him, I think in 22 games, he should get at least a 5-6 goal to be at least what he should be inside that team. We miss his offensive, to be honest with you, at some moments during his playoffs. So I gave him a B. Eddie M, welcome aboard, buddy. That's all right, Bergie, about that one there. Randy N, welcome back. Appreciate a lot to be here. Is Gallagher at risk today? No, not a problem, Drew. He's not to go nowhere, Gallagher. He's going to stay here inside that the organization. Josh Anderson, season, he played 52 games. He have 24 points, 70 goals, the second best goal scorer from Montreal. I gave him a B, a playoff. And 22 games, he has only 6.5 goals, 1 assist, and I gave him a B minus. And 2 of the 5 goals are on the same time, so he did not produce a lot. He big score of 22 goals a game. He should bring a little bit more, but his great note at B minus. I think the fact he played with Kokanimi, but Bergeron did not help him. I believe he should play with other players, but I think that would hurt him as a long runs during the playoff. But that's the other I have for him. Can he get the B? Possible also. But he have 2 OT game, OT, but he disappeared at some point. And I think for the way he like he's supposed to play, for me, it would be a little bit higher about that one. How we're going to be back to the Zen play like we used to be? Yes, sir, we're going to get there. Holy shit, Josh is about 27 years old for, I believe, Drew. Corey Perry, season, he played 49 game. He have 21 point, guys, 9 goals. Pretty amazing for me, Corey Perry. I gave him a B. During the playoff, 22 games, right? 10 point, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And I gave him a B. Corey Perry get 10 points. Josh Anderson get only 6 points. That's the reason why Anderson get B minus. Corey Perry play an amazing, great role inside the locker room, outside the locker room. Great performance at the 4 line, and I think he really deserved to have a B, to be honest with you about that. B pretty high for 1 assist, but it's not about his assist, Josh Anderson. He's there for 2 things: his goal, scorer, and also his implication as a forechecker and his speed. So, if you talk about, Suzuki is going to have 10 goals, but maybe 23 assists. If Suzuki have only 8 goals and 3 assists or 5 assists, that's not his role. So everybody have a specific. I'm not saying you're not right, but I just want to give you la semaine prochaine, tu fais les live every day, tous les jours à 11h, mon homme. Yes, sir, Alexis, you got it, my friend. So that's what happened about Corey Perry. Number 41 for me is Joel Edmondson, number 44, but it was for my stuff. He got a B for during the season, during the playoff. We see this one is a little bit bad. 22 games. You have only 6 assists. I gave him an A. He has like 13 points last season, 3 goals, 10 assists. It's pretty good for Joel Edmondson. But again, what he bring on the defensive side during the playoff, guys, I believe overall he was maybe the best defenseman on the zone coverage, everything like that. He applied, and for him to have 6 points, I think that's pretty better at what our expectation on the offensive side. So I gave him an A for him about that one over there. Prends pas de vacances, on prend des vacances, pas vraiment. Peut-être en août. Shea Weber, the captain, Shea Weber during the season, he got hurt, right? He played 48 games, missed 8 games. He had 19.6 goals only. They have only 1 goal on power play, by the way. Playoff, he played 22 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. I gave him a B. I know he played with injury. We thought we was going to have a little bit more goals. How his injury bothered him on the shot, everything like that. I don't know exactly. But I think for B for me about Shea Weber is well deserved to be honest with you. Parfait, mon nom, mon Nicolas, pas de problème. Eagle, do we have ever? I will give to will be about C. It's just because the zone coverage he did on defensive side, the physicality, the details of the game we don't see. His reputation to be hard in the corner, and the hammer you get or the wood you get around your body because Weber is in front of the net. I think that's the reason he get B. He played better during the playoff versus during the week, during the season. Jesperi Kokanimi. During the season, poor guy have only 20 points, 5 goals only in 56 games. I gave him a C. And during the playoff, he played 19 games or 20 games. I don't remember. 19 games, here we go. 8 points, big 5 game, 5 goal. See, he scored the same number of goal during the playoff versus the games during the regular season. But he get the same thing because he did not do a lot productivity to helping his players around him. As a center, difficult on the defensive side. Face-off, not great. Can he get a C+? Possible. But for me, I think C would be a good number for that. A for his last name, Kokanimi. Yeah, I like that one. Ben Sharia. Benny, during the season, he played also only 41 game. He got hurt, broke his arm, his hands. He got a C, only 1 goal, 7 points during the playoff, and 22 games. He had 1 goal, only 1 assist, 2 points, and I gave him a C+. We expect a little bit more from him, to be honest with you, on the offensive side. Not many times he carried on the puck with transition. That's the reason he gets C+. He could bet also a B- on the defensive side. I know what he accomplished, everything like that. But for me, I think I was expecting a bit more on the offensive side for him, but we cannot, we have to be honest with you, recognize his contribution on the defensive side for Ben Sharia. The next one we're going to go, Joel Armia. During the season, Armia play also hurt with COVID, 41 game. He has 14 points, 7 goals, 7 assists. He got a C. During the playoff and 22 game, 21 game, 5 goals, 3 assists, almost the same number of the goals, 5 to 7. Only half of the game he played. I think he bring another dimension for the Montreal Canadiens on PK and also on the four line. He protect the puck very well. Overall, he did a pretty good for his role inside the team, and I think he played an amazing role. Like I said, during the time he was on PK with, he could be with Lekonen, Denno, Toffoli, and then those players, and of course Paul Biron. Paul Biron, season 46 game, 11.5 goals, 10 assists, a C for Paul Biron. And then during the playoff, Paul have only played 21 game, 22 game, have only 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Give him a B for what he accomplished on the offensive side. He played a big role on PK. He make a big goal during the playoff also. You remember the goal against Toronto when he was the big one over there. I think I the one against Vegas. But Biron played well. Can he get a B-? Maybe, right? Because we don't see a lot during the Tampa Bay like other players. But I think for him, I think B will be a that's awesome. Mr. Alexis. The next one, Arturi Lekonen. During the season, he played 47 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. I gave him a C. And during the playoff, Arturi picked it up a little bit more. He played 21 games, 17 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. B for him because he played with Gallagher and Denno. He helped a lot that line to play really solid again, the best of the best. I think his implication, his work ethic is amazing. He played well on PK. His heart is a little bit what Gallagher bring. This guy is a machine. He never stops. Only one speed. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. We have to be aware. He cannot finish a lot. That's maybe his best, the best. That's he need to improve the most. Remember, during the first, second year when Montreal, he scored 18 goals. Since that, he struggled on the offensive side. But the guy on defensive side, maybe one of the best for the Montreal Canadiens. And maybe that one is maybe leave by Seattle. Kraken would be interesting if they're going to keep him this year. He's a RFA like Kokanemi. Welcome, Mr. William Shefford. We still have 10 to go. Stay with me. Don't worry. Don't go nowhere. Eric Stahl, I gave him a season. He played 21 games for Montreal Canadiens, only 2 points, C-. Did not play well, to be honest with you. And I like his playoff, to be honest with you. 21 games, but look, almost the same number, all right, of the game he played playoff and season. But look, 8 points, 2 goals, 6 assists. I gave him a C also, his role inside the team. He make a couple of mistakes, we know that. But at the end of the day, his role as a force center, but also inside the locker room, he's been there. He know how he takes to win the Stanley Cup. And we have to give him a C on my book. So don't forget to click on the likes or whatever on the letters. I would give him both D, Bergie. Jake Evans season, 47 game, a 3 goal, 10 assists, 13 points, a C for Jake Evans. He got hurt during the playoff, of course, 7 game only, 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist, and also you have a C. It was really hard to evaluate him during the playoff because he was, got hurt with Mark Sheffley, a body check. But I think if ever Philippe Denno leave, that's give him a great opportunity for Jake Evans to step up and shine these shoes and to be maybe the third center where at least he's going to be a good fourth center for the Montreal Canadiens. Alexander Romanov has during season 54 game, I believe, 1 goal only, 6 points, a C. During the playoff, guys, I did not give too much hard on him because honestly, he have only 4 games. He played 1 goal. I gave him the same letters. He did not. One thing I was impressed during the playoff, he did not do a lot of mistakes like he did at the end of the season. He really struggled the last 15 games with Montreal, but he is not great on the defensive side. Coverage with awareness to figure out the good decision. That's something he will have to get better on that one over there. The next one is for Brett Kulak. During the season, Brett Kulak played 46 games. 8 points, 2 goals, 6 assists, C. He played, of course, on the third pair of defensemen. During the playoff, he played only 13 games. He have 1 assist only for 1 point. I gave him the same letter. Brett Kulak is Kulak. He had a really great playoff 2 years ago, last season, during the bubble, to be honest with you. The transition is really what you need to get better. But again, for 13 games, was not... he was between Murrell, Gustafsson, him, Romanov. So that's the reason he got a C. Je veux parler. OK. 52. Thomas Tatar. During the season, Thomas, a great season, 50 game. He have 30 points, 10 goals, 20 assists. I gave him a B for his role with Gallagher and Denno. Unfortunately, during the playoff, he only played 5 games, 1 assist, and 1 point. I gave him a C. He disappeared. It's more about the management decide to not use him for Thomas Tatar. That was BB his last 5 game Montreal. I don't think so. He's going to return for next year about that one over there. So that's what the situation with Thomas Tatar. The next one I want to talk is John Murrell. John Murrell's on the playoff, honestly. I just judge him with 13 games, 0, 0, 0, 0, C-. Listen, he struggled with during the last 15, 20 game with Montreal during the season. I did not put anything about him, but he struggled. I was expecting a little bit more from him when he got trade deadline. He really did well with Detroit and Vegas. I never find his groove. He never find the way he's supposed to be, and I don't know why. So that's happening for him. Eric Gustafsson, another guy at the deadline. I gave him only the playoff, 16 game, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, C-. Another one. They have no impact measure for the Montreal Canadiens. You use him more on the power play, but otherwise maybe a couple of flash there, but a turnover sometime. I don't know. He was not impressive on me. And then finally, what you looking for? What you want? Jonathan Dewoy. Listen, I make him friendly standard for him. I give him a A- during the half season, and then at the end of the season, I give him a C-. We have only 4 points the last 16 game, 14 game, and then he played only 2 games, a C- also during the last quarter, and then he left for everything like that. So I did not judge him during the playoff because he did not play. The only thing I would say, the good news today during the press conference, he said Jonathan Drouin is doing well, so that's the best thing. No statistical or nothing about what if he's back or not about Jonathan Drouin. So I just want to open up the door for you guys. And finally, of course, Mr. Carey, the price is right. And during the season and 25 game, you have 12.75, 2.64, save percentage, 901 for C+. During the playoff, listen, 22 game, 13 win, 9 loss. But again, 2.28 with a save percentage of 924. I give him an A+. Congratulations to Carey Price. I think he did pretty great year playoff, to be honest with you. He's the reason why we've been all the way to the end. That's the reason he get the best rates for the playoff for the Montreal Canadiens. Jake Alden, I gave him only the season, guys, because he did not play during the playoff. The first year, he played 10 game, 4.33 with 2.28. He got a B+ at the first quarter. During the second quarter, he played 8 more game for 2.44, 5.5, got B+. And finally, at the third quarter, he played 10 games, 11, 12, 5, 2.68, and he got a B-. And that's conclude his season. At the end of the season for the Montreal Canadiens, he played 28 games. And finally, to finish this, we have to go with the management. So the head coach, Dominique Ducharme, and also Marc Bergeron. And for Dominique Ducharme, I'll be honest with you, I was not sure, but I gave him A-. He bring that team to the Stanley Cup with no expectation. I think he deserved to be an A-. A B would be something maybe better, but I think he did a very great job to pick up that team. And finally, Marc Bergeron, the finalist of the best manager in NHL, he deserved a big A for what he did last season, all the transaction, all the different things he created for that team to become, to believe, and to make where they are. I think he deserves it. So I give him also an A. So that's conclude, honestly, the report card of the Montreal Canadiens 2020-2021. And of course, you know, it's all my judgments, all about what I think about them. You can be agree, don't disagree. It's all good, no problem. I'm not here to get your approval, but I was just here to sharing some information about the Montreal Canadiens tonight. So I think overall it was a pretty good, way for Montreal Canadiens. Great year for the Montreal Canadiens. Great press conference all day long, each player. And I can give you a little bit what I see during the day today, what I heard, to be honest with you, for the players. One thing you will really pay my attention, guys. Most 90% of the players love Dominique Ducharme. Great words about Dominique Ducharme. They love him. They've been there for 5 years as a assistant coach over there. They have a great relationship with them. And that was one thing that people was talking really, really, really good about them. The second thing they would say to the players, they feel so sad and disappointed to see the face of Shea Weber and Carey Price after game number 5 in the locker room. Some player like Josh Anderson, he have no word to express his disappointment to see Carey Price and Shea Weber not win the Stanley Cup. That was something already. Thirdly, Corey Perry have some tears during a press conference about the year he got with the Montreal Canadiens. He said, if Montreal Canadiens want him, he's back next year. So that's just a formula, he will be back. But the way he was expressing, many players have a great expression about the Montreal Canadiens. So for me, it was pretty good about that one to do that. So that would be about that one over there. And then finally, Dominique Ducharme talk about, what happened during the year, everything like that. The way they build that team together, they believe each other, the friendship and relationship make that team special. Marc Bergeron said it was his first time in 9 years. He saw that team really, really chemistry, everything like that. Marc Bergeron said, I'm going to finish my contract. So I don't know what he wants to express by this. I don't know if he's going to have another contract. But I don't know. Maybe this is the hand of Marc Bergeron at the end of the contract, at the end of the season. Maybe after 10 years, going to be retired. Would be interesting to see that. And expect to have Dominic Trump to get a new contract in the next couple of days. He explained about Joel Bouchard, the situation, Mike Bergeron, and how he wasn't also happy and disappointed about the outcome, but so much happy for what happening during the playoff, everything like that. So great press conference to listening all day, each player, everything like that. So I just want to share with you about this couple of things. Good number. I hope you cannot YouTube approval soon. I make my application a couple of days ago, 2 days ago. Tim, usually take 3 days to 2 weeks. We'll see what happening. Did you go over data or did I miss it? Yeah, you missed it. Bergie. I gave him a C, a B during the season, and a C during the playoff. Honestly, he played only 5 games, 1 assist. But during the season, we have to give him credit. He have 30 points, I believe, 10 goals, 20 assists, and 54 games. That's the reason you got to be about that one of them. Get and cannot. I hope you can get a cannot the YouTube approval soon. Try to figure out. I'm not sure anymore what you want to tell me. I think you said, I hope you can get the YouTube approval soon. That's what you think you try to tell me. We are going to draft by position and the first round, left wing, right D. That's coming from Johnny Golden. I think that when you pick after 22, 23, that, the players, not make difference between 25 to 40 sometimes. And I think the Montreal are 30. They will go with what is the best player at that moment. You're not going to have a big surprise. You're not going to see, I'm really what I'm looking for is the Florida Panthers. They are picked 21st, 22nd, I believe, with that area. And I'll be interested in where Raddy where it's going to be. And if Raddy is going to be open up at on that ranking, on that draft position for the Florida Panthers, I believe Florida Panthers pick Raddy if he's still on the board at that moment. So something we're going to talk about more during the next couple of days. The draft, I'm working on that one over there. Every time that I'm waiting, guys, to offer you for $4.99, 700 page of a draft. But because there's no work after it, my phone keep on freezing. I hope you get it soon. Not a problem, right? I understood. Hopefully you click on the like. I knew tonight is not going to be a big show. It's Friday night. It's summertime. Hockey is over. People don't want to hear about hockey. They are done. I understand. But I want to share with you the Montreal Canadiens season. I think it was great to sharing with you about that one over there. We're going to go on the quiz for finales this show about that. And then, so what's next now? I will be back Sunday night at 8 o'clock p.m. We do Sunday night to Friday night, every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time with the Power Show, the Power Play Show with Coach Frenchy in the morning, 11 o'clock Eastern Time with Michael DeVillano. And then between, I create some videos, everything like that. So a lot of videos coming soon. This weekend, get a couple of things. And don't forget to click on the bell inside the YouTube channel so you can, the notification. So when I create something, you can like and comments that are helping us to grow a little bit faster. And please don't forget to share and also to subscribe. Kimberly and welcome back. Alexi, I think Casa at that moment at 30 will be gone for a long time. I see Casa between 8 to 18. Depend if the team prefer Wallstad or Casa. So it'll be interesting to see that. Sebastian Casa, one of the best goaltender in the WHL, and then Wallstad play with Sweden. And then, have a great career, junior. So we'll see. It's time for the quiz. I know it's going to be a little bit quick. We have not many people, but the key about that is a 5 question every night. And quiz. And then we're going to give you 5 questions. Tonight, it's not because it's easy. Tonight, we give you a little more the choice, so you're going to have a good time to learn about this. So, it's storming, bad here, and lightning, so I'm busy disappear. No problem, Kimberly. Hopefully, you stay around. Oscar, listen, as first pick. It'll be good pick over there for sure. It'll be very interesting if he's going to open up over there. My pick will be Coronato, but I don't think so. Coronato is going to be there. First question of the night. The most goal in one period by a player in NHL franchise. How many goals you see one player make in one period only? So we have 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, or 6 goals by the same players in NHL. And we go. And also, if you say, Coach, I don't know hockey, but you can just make a guess. That's easy. It takes you 2 seconds to answer. I said A, B, C, and D. So you don't have to know really hockey. You just participate with us, and maybe you're going to win tonight. Who knows? Allen Bergie said 5 for C. Nicolas said A for 3. Kimberly and said 6. Getter said B. Steve Riley said B. Kimberly Anna said D. Johnny Golden said B. The answer of the first question is B with 4. So we have Johnny Golden, we have Gator, and Steve Riley. You are aboard. So congratulations, Gators. We have Johnny Golden, and we have Steve Riley. 4 goals in 1 period only. Joseph says D. Next question, question number 2. Who did it 3 times, score 4 goals in 1 period? So one of the 4 players there, A, Joe Malone, B, Wayne Gretzky, C, Mike Bossy, D, Mario Lemieux. One of them scored 4 goals at least 3 times. Which one did it? The boss man. They Steve Riley said D, Mario Lemieux. Johnny Golden said Joe Malone at A. Alexis Dubuc said C, Mike Bossy. Nicolas de Gouby-Bono said, oh, really? C, with Nicolas. Kimberly said B. I'm missing Johnny Golden. Get it? Everybody look like everybody. Johnny Langham. Johnny, every time we do this, I don't know why I cannot see you answer. Johnny Langham. Who has your answer? Here we go. B with Wayne Gretzky. The answer is only have one. Got it, by the way. Hey, Joe Malone. Congratulations for Johnny Golden. Get number 2. He's the only one. Is 2 and 2 tonight so far. Congratulations, Johnny. Let's move on. 3 number round. Question number 3. This is a little bit funny. I did not know about that. But the most penalty gave to 1 players in 1 period. So 2 minutes for slashing, 2 minutes for hooking, 2 minutes for ice stick, 2 minutes for tripping, 5 minutes for fighting, 10 minute misconduct, any penalty, right, during 1 period, A, B, C, or D. OMG. We don't have this, Kimberly. Gator, 11 minutes. It's an 11th friend penalty. It's not minute the penalty. It's a 11th friend. If the answer is 11, it's 11th friend penalties the player got during 1 period. Nicolas said D. Gator said B. Adam Bergie said D. Michael was asking all the eyes, then I did not get a notification stream tonight. Not a problem, Michael. All good. It's all good, Michael. Welcome back. I will drop a like still. Like still. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Anybody else? Johnny said A. Johnny Golden said A. Steve Raleigh, what's your answer? What else? Anybody else want to one more time to roll that one? Joseph Lamb said C at 9. Here we go. The answer of this question is C, 9. We have only good answer. Johnny Joseph saved everybody with his first good one tonight. And he's the only one got that one with it. The answer was 9. And Michael said B. Not really, Michael. And unfortunately for you, you did not get it. Question number 4. I have the most hat trick in the NHL, said Wayne Gretzky. But who is the second most hat trick in NHL? Mario Lemieux, Brett Hall, Mike Bossy, or Alex Ovechkin? No, I don't think so. Joseph is wrong a lot. You got him when he... Michael. Joseph, he got... Bossy, said Taylor. Michael, Joseph is really lucky, but he don't get a lot. He's got 1, sometime 2 per night. Adam said B, Brett Hall. What's up? Not fair. Not fair said B, Brett Hall. Johnny Golden said D, Ovechkin. We're still missing 1 or 2. Joseph Laham said A. Here we go. The answer is, right now, Mr. Joseph Laham saved everybody. I thought we'd go to everything like that. The answer is Mario Lemieux at A. Joseph Laham tied the game with Johnny Golden and Michael Rosenblatt. He got his first one of the night. Congratulations. We didn't know about Alexi and Nicola for that question. Next one. Let's move on to the next one. The last one of the night, the winner between Johnny Golden and Joseph. Maybe it's going to be a tie. We'll see what's happening. The next question is, I was born in USA. I was drafted first round in 2007. I played already over 800 games in NHL. I have the third most goal in this draft, 2007. Who I am? A, Max Pacioretty. B, Jimmy Benn. C, Patrick Kane. D, Max Stone. And E, Rand McDonald. Not fair, said Patrick Kane. I was born in USA. I was drafted in 2007. I played 800 games. I had the third most goal in this draft by any player was drafted in 2007. Who I am? Getter said Stone. Michael Rosenblatt said D, Max Stone. Bergie said Patch. Kane is number 1, Michael. Johnny Golden said D, Max Stone. We wait for Johnny Joseph Lanham. The time is going up, Mr. Johnny Lanham. We give you a little bit extra time. We'll give you maybe a month again. I know sometimes your answer don't show up. I don't know why. But do you have an answer, Mr. Johnny Lanham, for the last question of the night? Anybody else have any question? Tim said Stone, everything like that. And the answer of that question is... Johnny Golden said B. He said B. All right, sound good. The answer is A. Max Petry Bergie. Got it. Adam Bergie. Got it. Son was born in Canada. You got it. That's absolutely right. And Ben is a Canada. It's not Joseph. Wrong for ounce. Yep, exactly. So I did the same thing like yesterday. Jimmy Ben and Mike Stone are from Canada. Rand McDonough, Patrick Kane, and Max Percy are born in USA. Rand McDonough, he was draft also. And Patrick Kane, like Michael Rosenblatt said, is a number one with the most goal in NHL for any player in 2007. And honestly, Max Percy is number 3 on that one over there. I forgot Stone was Ken. Nice guess, Adam. Yep. I agree with you. About that one over there. Batch from upstate New York. You're absolutely right, Bergie. About that one over there. That concludes, guys, the quiz of the night. And we have a tie between Johnny Golden and, of course, Joseph Lanham with 2. We have Steve Riley, Gators, Tim, and Mike Rosenblatt with 1, and Adam Bergie with 1. If I forgot one or the other for you guys, I apologize. But that was the stat of the night. Everything like that. Hopefully, Nicolas said E, Rand McDonough. And now, unfortunately, Nicolas, it was Mr. Matt's Paturity. So, before we leave, if any question you want to talk, if you any subject you want me to sharing or we want to talk together, it's time to do it. If not, we're going to go out. But again, don't forget to subscribe. I understand it's Friday night. I understand we don't expect a lot, but I believe it's consistency to show up every night. It will be helping people to come and talking about hockey. And they know the Hockey Nation Live show will be live every night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And then next season, the Power Play show with Coach Frenchy is going to jump at 10 o'clock p.m. every night also. Thanks, Coach Nat. I will talk to you later. Have a great night, Nat. Have a wonderful, fun, and safe weekend, everyone. I will look forward to see you Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Anybody else want to add something else before we go? If not, have a great night, Icebreaker. Welcome aboard. Thank you to stop by. I appreciate a lot. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Johnny Golden, most likely you coach the Al would hire. Yeah, right. Hopefully, Johnny, a great weekend in Moncton, New Brunswick. The weather will be really nice for each one of you. I don't know where you're at. Whatever you are, just enjoy your weekend. It's summertime, guys. Maybe recovery, the right word of the weekend. Make some rest. Enjoy your weekend with your family, your friends. And, life is short. You never know what could happen. Just take a time to reflect on yourself. This is the second half of the year. I don't know what your first half it was. I don't know what it was your goal or resolution at the beginning of the year. But it's time maybe to take a time this weekend to reevaluate where you at right now. And your personal life, on your business life, and everything, on relationship, on your health, on different ways. Maybe it's time to reevaluate so how I can get better, what it did not work, and what it does it work, and how you can finish strong the second half of 2021. I think it's still time. I think it would be good if you have a good time to do that. That'd be awesome to do. Thanks, Coach. Have a great night, Joseph. No problem. Brian, welcome aboard, buddy. Go Abs, go. Thanks to stop by. We did not see you, buddy, and we miss you tonight. Hopefully you'll be back next time. Don't forget 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But again, listen, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, 1,000 is just only one milestone are what we're looking for. The beauty of this, 600, 900, or 2,000, it's the beauty of to be friends together, the community we build here inside the Hockey Nation Live Show is all about. So it's all what we try to look about this. And of course,
you are awesome. You are amazing.
Yes, you are, Minnie. Yes, you are, Brian. Thanks to join us. Kimberly, have an amazing, great night. Be safe during the storm over there. It's supposed to be raining. Gator, I don't know if you're going to fishing this weekend or play poker. Mr. Tim the Gator. Bergie, have a great time in Nevada. Enjoy your weekend. Not favor the same thing. Johnny, have a great, great weekend over there. And Icebreaker, I love your emoji, by the way. Brian, have a good also over there. Enjoy your time. And then Joseph, great time in the Houston area. Each one of you, I want to say thank you so much. Have an amazing, great day. An amazing rest, right? The rest of the night, and also an amazing, great weekend. I look forward to see you Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, with, of course, all the news around the NHL and see what's going on. Expansion draft Sunday night. We talk about expansion draft. I'm going to bring you a couple of teams, and of course, the Tampa Bay Lightnings about the situation with the salary cap. That's the two subjects of the Sunday night. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. And I want to remind you, of course, I love you. Have a great night.
What if I open my soul? Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step out into the unknown?
We'll do it, Brian.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. What do I know? Of that reality, don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown?
Mr. Ronnie, it's late, buddy. Don't forget to click on the like, Ronnie. I will see you Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Really nice from you, Ronnie. Always a pleasure to have you aboard. Thanks, Ronnie.